All right, hello everyone. Oasis Hole 6, Par 5. Have I seen this yet? I'm not sure if I've done this one. I don't think so. So I believe this is my first attempt at this. Let's see if I can get to that last fairway with rock or not. Whew, that is tight. That is tight. I do think I'm going to make it, so because of the fact that I think it's possible, I am going to at least attempt this. Notice my spin. I'm also going to add slight curl because of the side wind, and hopefully we can bump it down to that last fairway. There's 5 rings, there's 8 rings, and like I mentioned, I'm also going to apply slight curl. I think the ball could probably use all the help that it can get to avoid that, and it looks good, looks good. So getting it to that last fairway seems to be key. I would recommend for this par 5, at least a katana. You can see even with a rock, I might not always be able to go that way. So if I had to lay up with rock over to the right, it would be about playing positioning, strategy, and just kind of not forcing anything, and then trying to make sure that that second shot just kind of put it up by the green, as opposed to, I feel like, this is only the first time that I've seen it, but I'm just trying to analyze the course a little bit. A little unlucky, but it looks like it might hold into the fairway. There it is. So my opponent should be able to recover from that spot, I'm assuming, especially with that huge tailwind. So let's take a look here. You can see angle-wise, we have a very good chance here. I want to get an idea of, I want this to be my land zone somewhere in here. We are going to play at least 9 rings. You can see how my ball guide is already short. I'm going to play this very close to probably, there's a little bit, that's probably 9.5 rings. On the very first pull, I pulled more than 5 rings. Slightly, so I am going to do a little bit of an overplay. It has to do for the ball guide. You can see I did fix it just a little bit off to the side. It's still coming in a bit too hot, so you can see, ooh, that's rough too. So you do need to be a little bit careful there. I went 9.5-ish rings on an 8.3 and kept the ball guide short, but it was still not enough to correct for everything. And you're going to see, even with this, mishit by my opponent, they're still going to, if they execute here, be able to get this up by the green. They probably, technically, can probably roll this onto the green. It would just take probably just, a perfect approach here. Just going to be very, very feasible. Really, all it needs perfect ball or close to perfect ball here. Yep. Good ball is probably going to not give it the precision. It's probably going to kick into that rough here. So it is something you need to be very careful of. You can see bringing a kingmaker just as kind of a safety net could be something that I would recommend doing. And let's see what we can do here in terms of coming up with an idea here as to how to go about doing this hole. So I am a little hesitant to put the ball guide, but you can see that we're going to have, hopefully, a little bit of room for error here, and still be able to keep this ball guide online, hopefully. But you can see, nevertheless, I did catch my perfect ball and run it into the cup. You can see there's a nice little ridge there. It's a very weird. In fact, you can see, look at all the different levels and tiers and weird humps right by that hole. So it is going to make things pretty interesting. Let's see if my opponent can recover from this bunker shot. What I would recommend is just kind of putting the ball guide in front of the hole, kind of like this, and then playing normal rings. With no ball guide, you never want to do this top spin shot with a Spitfire. You can't really see the way that it's running out. So you want to keep the ball on the ground as little as possible. This is going to make this very difficult to hole. But you can see, how much slope is behind there as well. So that hole is on a very interesting little hill, very difficult shot, and just something to be a little cautious with when you're going your round. So good luck with that one. That is the first time, I believe, that I got that one in my playlist, and hopefully we can get a couple more perspectives. As you can see, I was very much towards max, even with having a tailwind. I mean, I wasn't like going into overpower or anything, but you can see I was using quite a bit of topspin to make sure that I got that there. So that is going to be a very long, lengthy hole, very, very challenging. So be interesting to see that one. So good luck there, and catch you guys next time.